On a brisk April day, I was traveling with a group of adventurers through the wilds of the Minnesota countryside. We came upon a steep embankment and climbed it so we could see what lay beyond. When I reached the top and the crowd around me had parted, I thought for a moment I might suddenly have traded places with Samwise Gamgee, a Hobbit, because I was gazing out onto a field of what reminded me very much of the steaming slag pits of Mordor. However, rather than an apocalyptic hellscape, I was instead looking at a premier example of sustainable agriculture. Let me explain. This year, I had the opportunity to attend Waste to Worth, a conference put on by the livestock and poultry environmental learning community, to learn about and celebrate the nation's best science and extension promoting sustainable livestock production. As part of the conference activities, attendees were invited to attend tours of local agriculture and industry that aligned with the conference objectives around turning agricultural waste into valuable product. One of the places we visited was Suståne Fertilizer Manufacturing. Suståne is a leading manufacturer of organic fertilizers used in a wide variety of industrial, agricultural, and commercial applications. The foundation of Suståne fertilizers is turkey litter. The first step in manufacturing the fertilizers is to compost the turkey litter. This is done at the company's composting facility south of Minneapolis, where vast windrows of turkey litter are turned twice each week by a behemoth turner inching along the rows at an agonizingly slow pace. And it was this scene of a mammoth machine walking slowly but inexorably through a field of steaming waste that reminded me of Boromir saying, "One does not simply walk into Mordor. It is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire, ash, and dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume." Only in a Yorkshire accent, but I'm no Sean Bean. The composting process takes roughly 26 weeks, during which time the thermophilic composting kills pathogens and transforms manure nutrients into stable, organic forms, creating a slow-release nutrient source. But turkey litter is not the only waste product being turned into a valuable fertilizer at Suståne. In order to achieve the correct nutrient balance in the composted material, additional carbon is added to the turkey litter in the form of molding waste straw. Additionally, water from a local runoff holding pond is periodically added to the piles by a tanker truck equipped with a sprinkler gun to maintain the necessary moisture levels in the piles. This creates a very fruitful fellowship of turkey litter, waste straw, and runoff water to form the basis of this valuable organic fertilizer used around the world. Following composting, the material is moved to Suståne's production facility, where it is dried and blended with other ingredients and formed into a granulated product ready for sale, either on its own or as an additive in commercial potting soil. While the scale of the operations at Suståne might not be replicable for everyone, the lesson that anyone can take away from this is to look for the value of what we usually consider to be waste. By not discounting even one of the most undesirable substances on Earth, feces, this business has grown to become a world leader in their industry. It's just as Galadriel said, even the smallest person can change the course of the future.